All right, good morning, two-stroke turbo fans. A little different view on our introduction today. If you have been following the two-stroke turbo channel, you'll know that you are going to get some awesome automotive content. We are driving our Nash to work today to start the day. It's a beautiful summer day. What is today? Wednesday. People are riding their bikes. Dogs are enjoying being in the back seat with a little fresh air, getting blown up their nose. The Nash is running great. Once we got the fuel system figured out, I put a few miles on it. It is doing fantastic. For those of you that wonder, the temperature gauge always rides a little high, and that's normal for this car. It's super sensitive. Sometimes it wags back and forth just to let me know that it's alive. This is a 6-volt positive ground car, very old, and when it starts it goes rar, rar, rar. We got some good stuff lined up at the shop today. Once this light turns green, we're on the home stretch, and we'll go through what we're working on, what is the future. Buddy, you gotta be careful there, you're gonna get smashed by a truck. I thought that bicyclist was gonna dart out into the 4 lanes of oblivion. Okay, we got a green light, so we are headed to work down the hill, and we'll be there shortly. Second gear, running great. Did I mention that we're running great? It's really nice to have my car back. Was not reliable, did not have any faith in the old girl. Now I do. Okay, we made it to work safely. Let her idle here. I actually turned the electric fuel pump off to see how she'd run without the assistance of the electric pump, and just let the manual pump work, and it's been running fine. Although I haven't had it on the highway, and that's where it had the issues. Stella is sure that she's going to find a squirrel or a rabbit today. We've got lots of cars piled up in the parking lot. Let's just get out and take a look. It's always nice to... You want out? Come on out. Take a look at the car. I washed it before coming to work today, so it's still a little wet. This is a great looking car. Again, it's a 1954 Nash Rambler. Nash or Rambler, I'm not sure. And it's going to be a hot 85-degree day here in Portland, Oregon. Love this thing. It's just purring away. Let's start the day, shall we? Let's get to work. Okay, we have made our way to work. Stella, the shop dog, is always spunky when we get to work because there's been otter in our creek lately. We have a little creek behind the shop. It's really pretty. We put kayaks in there and float around in the summertime, but yesterday there was an otter eating shellfish, and she got really excited about that. That's a new varmint that she has not encountered before. So we got the Nash parked up under our carport, keep the car clean since I just washed it, and let's make our way to work. What do we got going on? Oh boy, we got the Isetta returned. It had an issue. The carburetor fell off. The owner drove it 300 miles and the carburetor vibrated loose. I got to fix that today. And my Isetta needs a rear wheel cylinder and the seat stuffed so I don't bust my bottom going over bumps. We got the fan pumping cool air in the shop. It's going to be very hot today, but the focus of our video is this car. It's a common Honda Civic, but it is what I call our bread and butter car. It's the cars we work on in between the fancy or not so fancy, odd, orphan, micro cars or such. And this, again, this story has repeated itself over and over and over. Good customers of mine, they know me well. They know better. They bought a car from a friend, thinking it was a great deal, telling me what a great price they got on the car. Like, it was astoundingly great. What they didn't realize is the tires are cracked, the brakes were super thin, there was nothing left, the transmission fluid is just dark as coffee, and the engine has a bunch of leaks. And I had to be the bearer of bad news and let them know that if they just would have brought it in for a pre-purchase inspection, none of that would have happened. They could have negotiated or not bought the car or whatever. It's just, it's sad. I don't get it. people get all caught up into buying something that looks really good. And the air conditioning does blow cold. It was a hot day. I get that. But they're going to pay for the car twice, unfortunately. And that's the sad deal. But you got to be safe. So that's the focus of today, is if you are in the market to buy a used car, get it checked out. If not by me, somebody else. Somebody will tell you what's wrong with it. You know, they work for you. They're unbiased. The seller is going to tell you what you want to hear. So that's it. That's the sad story today. I got to put this car back together, and hopefully it'll live a nice long life, but there is a bit of a sour story. So, okay, that's what we're going to do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. Thanks for supporting my dog Stella. She really likes that. We got to get some of these microcars uncovered. I'm sort of tired of working on just these bread and butter cars. I really enjoy, you know, the Subaru 360s and the Honda 600s and the Nashes and the Berkeleys and the Go-Go-Mobiles. They're super fun. So that's what's on the future. That's on the docket once I pet my dog. Oh, Stella. You slept in the car last night. I don't know how you got in my car, but somehow you jumped in the window and you slept in the back seat of my Nash. How did you do that? I want to know.